My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. So, my video about supernatural stuff. I'm going to explain a lot of things to y'all in this video. It's not going to go viral or any of the other things, but this is important on why I believe in supernatural shit. So there's this thing going around that doctors insist is real called blood paralysis. To all you doctors who believe in blood paralysis, the finger is for you. For all you doctors and scientists who believe in maybe there's a little bit more to the fact that if blood paralysis is real, people who suffer from it would more than likely be dead, because as a doctor you should know that the second that your blood stops moving, which paralysis means unable to move, if your blood flow stops, so do you. Even for a microsecond. They say how people can have heart attacks time and time in the nighttime, but they're not like real heart attacks. They're like mini heart attacks, which isn't any less dangerous, because a lot of mini heart attacks can equal one big mighty heart attack. For those who don't know, I'm about to break the 16th wall. I'm not a doctor. As a martial artist, I have been taught how to destroy the human body. Everywhere there is a joint, there is a pressure point, and you have 365 of them within the human body. Your heart is the muscle that keeps the blood flowing to your brain and throughout the body. If this motherfucker stops for a split second, you could die. If your blood stops moving for a split second, you could die. It only takes a split second for you to die. Why the hell you think it takes so long for people to revive your ass when you have a heart attack? Or when you have an issue in which you fucking collapse and are about to die? Because it only takes a split second to die. A minute to pray and a second to die. There is no bullshit behind that. Scarface knew what he was doing when he wrote that song. And here's the reason why I say that. As a child, and you can laugh at me and you can call me all kinds of cockpots and cuckoos and crazies and all that shit if you want, and that's fine. But for those who have had this happen, for those who believe in the supernatural, for those who have experienced supernatural shit and have been ashamed to come forward and say things because maybe they watched one too many episodes of the X-Files or some shit like that, you're not alone. And let me be the first to tell you that for damn near 14 years or better, maybe less, maybe more, the Witch Ryder had been attacking me. The Witch Ryder is a creature of supernatural legend that attends to attack people in their sleep because the Witch Ryder is a punk bitch. Alright? And this punk bitch can't get you while you're awake, but it can get you when you're in that slumber session of, I need to wake up, but I feel so good sleeping. So, since I was 7 years old, another secret reason of why I actually started taking martial arts, because I needed to have an edge over this thing. The Witch Rider used to attack me in my sleep. I mean, constantly. Like almost every fucking night, this motherfucker would attack me in my sleep. And anybody who knows anything about the Witch Rider knows that the only person that can hear you scream is you. I don't know why Hollywood hasn't invested in making a movie about this, or maybe there's not enough people out here talking about this motherfucker. But I'm gonna be one of the people, and I don't give a damn. You guys think I'm crazy. And if you're coming from Shady Acres or Bellevue or whatever the national crazy place is to come and get me, know that I have a bow and arrow, and that I will shoot you. Also know that I know Kung Fu. And though the doctors say I'm not allowed to use it, don't think for a New York minute that I won't, because it'll be in defense of myself. So this Witch Rider, since I was 7 until I was 15, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So for about 8 years or better, this motherfucker had been attacking me. Every fucking night sometimes, but every year it found a way to find me. So let me tell you the first myths. Myth number 1. If you sleep on your stomach, it can't get you. Can we all get a big fat bullshit? Myth number 2. If you sleep on either side, your left or your right side, it can't get you. Can we get another bullshit? God, I wish I could write that across the bottom of that. That would be so awesome, but I don't know how to edit on this damn computer. Myth number 3. If you go to bed before midnight, it can't get you. I don't know who told me that bullshit. But again, bullshit on top of bullshit. Myth number 4. You cannot touch a spirit. Bullshit. I'm here to tell you that you can. Because I grabbed that motherfucker when I was 15. I couldn't hold it, but I grabbed it. And it hasn't been after me since I was 15 because I've said to myself, and I've said to it on the day that I grabbed it, I'm going to fucking hunt you down. I'm going to find you and I'm going to prove that you fucking exist. You see, I watched this movie once called The Usual Suspects, and yes, it had Kevin Spacey in it. And I don't have nothing against Kevin Spacey. I'm still a Kevin Spacey's fucking fan. Granted, he's been outed, and I don't have anything against homosexuals. You guys watch me, you know I speak the truth. I support transgender, I support homosexuals. Hey, if you're a human being, I support you unless you're a fucking racist. If you're a racist, I don't have nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with you, and you can suck my racist ass-hating balls. Anyway, so in The Usual Suspects, and I've said this in many videos before, I forget who said the line, but it's the best line ever written in any kind of suspense, drama, whatever the hell you want to call The Usual Suspects. And it's this line. It says, the only thing the devil ever had to do was prove to mankind that he does not exist. And look at how the world has turned out. That is the best line written, so whoever wrote that, thumbs up to you. Which is what goes back to with this Witch Ryder thing. The only thing any spirits have ever had to do is prove to the world that they don't exist. Which is kind of funny because spirits can cross over the veil and we solids cannot. Now, and I call it that way because people who are Wiccans and devil worshippers and people who go to church and all this stuff, they pretty much, like the preachers and them, they all have a secret guild and they know that the shit I'm speaking is actually true. Because some preachers actually can see the veil. Mediums can see the veil. Mediums can see beyond the veil. They just can't cross over the veil. But the spirits can travel back and forth. The ones that are trapped between heaven and hell and purgatory and don't want to leave earth because their lives ended either too soon or it was taken from them because something or some asshole decided, I don't like you, so I'm going to kill you. Now, you can laugh at me if you want. I don't have any scars from the Witch Ryder. But I've had more than just that thing happen. I've actually seen my own wraith at least twice, and each time I've seen it, something bad has happened to me. Alright? 3 times, actually. The very first time I seen it was before the Witch Ryder attacked me for the last time. I was down in Smithville, and behind Miss Robinson's house, or Miss Ruffin's house, their mother and daughter, over on Lakeside. And what happened was, the night before, my boy Lloyd and I, we were spending the night, and he saw it, and I saw it. And this damn head it didn't have a body, it just had a head. It was like my shape, but it had no face. And it would stick its head around the corner, and it would go back. And I would keep hollering, it was like, who keeps doing that? Who keeps doing that? And Lloyd was in the bathroom, and he kept saying that it kept coming through the door. And he kept saying, who's doing that? Why are you joking? How do you keep doing that? I was like, I'm not doing anything. Why are you doing it? He said, man, I was in the bathroom. I said, yeah, but somebody's head keeps popping around the fucking corner. He said, that keep happening to me. I said, well, if you're in the bathroom, why is the door closed? He said, I never used the bathroom with the door closed. I was like, okay. Well, I always use the bathroom with the door closed just because I need to prepare myself in case someone tries to attack me. So, and no one wants to try to fight someone while you're shooting a deuce. So, this head flew down the hall to him, back up the hall to me, down the hall to him. When he would holler, it would go away. When I would holler, it would go away. The next day, we were playing G.I. Joe. I was Flint, he was Falcon, his sister was the Baroness. She threw a pine cone, She threw a pine cone, and I was overacting and pretended it was a grenade. So I shoved them out of the way, and I fell off the fucking pier. Well, I actually fell off this fucking cliff type thing, slid all the way down, busted a backflip, hit my arm on the pier, and landed in the water face first. Now, the tide was out, so I basically landed in mud, and my body and my imprint was in the ground. So, when I got up, I had this big fucking knot, and there was a line of dirt all the way down. So this whole side of my face was covered in mud, plus that implant from that rock, so I had a knot on my head, and my camouflage outfit was covered in mud. Everything was fucked up. And I climbed up, and him and his sister were laughing. It's like, you did a backflip, dude. That shit was fucking awesome. Well, I clearly did not stick the landing if my face landed in the mud. So when I got up, I shook it off. I walked off. So I'm a tough little fucker. So we got up there. He's like, "You want to keep playing?" I was like, "Hell no! I want to go home. I need to take a shower." I was fucked up. So about 2 or 3 days later, the Witch Ryder had attacked me. All right, this was my last summer down in Smithfield ever as a teenager, and because all the school drama and shit was going on, we had to come back home late because some shit happened and my family had moved from the projects. But anyway, the main story is that the Wraith led to letting me know I was gonna fall, and I didn't fucking pay attention to that shit. So a lot of us have spiritual powers that we just don't know how to unlock. I'm one of those people. I don't take my dreams as serious as I should, but I've been warned enough times that I probably should be more spiritually aware of the shit around me. So, a few years go by. I'm not even a few years. It's actually the same year. I turned 16. Started working at Kegler's. I saw the damn thing on the job. It kept ducking back and forth, and then I kept seeing mice, and the mice were real, but the floating head wasn't. So the last day I seen the floating head, I asked people, like, "What are you talking to?" I was like, "Yeah, so people can catch me talking to myself at my job." Yeah, fuck that shit. So the glass fell, and I cut my thumb. So I tried to catch it, and it blew up in my hand. It cut all the tendons in my thumb, so I had to go have surgery and all this other shit. And it was just fucking amazing that I had to go to school with this thumb brace thing and a scooper, and they drove a nail through my entire finger and all the other stuff. Then, I seen it again. I stepped on a fucking nail, and I had just got my tetanus shot when I got this elbow thing, because the doctor's like, "Well, you have a choice. You haven't had a tetanus shot, so you can either get it in the ass or get it in your elbow." I said, "Well, you go ahead and give it to me in the elbow, because I'm not pulling my pants down." Now, when doctors ask me to pull my pants down, since I've been in the Army, it's like, all right, fuck it, But, so I got a shot, all right? Within 4 years, and I had to get another tetanus shot, I seen the damn thing 2 or 3 more times at West Main Street and Mary Steaks when I was working there. First time I seen it, I didn't pay too much attention to it, and then I got covered in fish. All the boxes just fell on top of me. So they found me. It took them 30 minutes, but they found me. So that wasn't too bad. Then I seen it again. Then I almost cut off my middle finger. So I had to go to primary care. They stitched me up. They gave me a tetanus shot. And from now on, I haven't seen this since then. That was like the last time I seen it. But there is something to these spiritual events, and if you're not paying attention to them, they can probably come back to fuck you up. I didn't believe in wraiths. I didn't believe in the fucking Witch Rider until it started attacking me. And then the wraith has never attacked me. It's always served as a warning. But the Witch Rider, that motherfucker, has been on my ass since I was 7 years old till I was 15. Now, the reason why I'm going back to that is because sorry, the dog's doing something outside. When my last attack, I had watched Magnum P.I. So thank you, Tom Selleck, for this, because he made the shark disappear when he counted to 3, and the shark magically swam away. Well, on the other hand, that was the last thing I saw before I went to sleep. Now, mind you, if I tell you this before, I had locked my dad out the house, and he had those old locks, and he only had one key, and I had to keep the key because I would travel during the summertime because I didn't have a job, and I couldn't work down in Smithfield. Who's going to give you a job for 3 fucking months? So the damn thing attacked me. At first, I thought it was my dad playing a joke on me because I laughed at him because he was a grown-ass man scared to sleep in the dark with the lights on and shit. And I laughed and laughed and laughed, and I should have known better, because that's how this motherfucker found me in the first place, for laughing at my Uncle Joe and not believing that shit. But when it finally got me this time, I said, okay, stay calm. Magnum made the shark disappear when he counted to 3. But I'm not a white man. I'm a black man. So not only am I going to make this motherfucker disappear, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to prove that it exists. And I said this. I said, okay, you think you got me? I said, but I'm going to tell you how this is going to be. I'm not going to make you disappear. I'm going to catch you. I'm going to prove to everyone on the planet that you fucking exist. I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to get this blanket off of me. and I'm gonna wrap your ass up in it. And it's gonna be you and me, buddy. And I'm gonna prove to the world that you fucking exist. Now, the good news is, I counted 3, and I wrapped it up in the blanket. But the blanket was kind of big. I never got to see it. I wrapped myself up in the blanket trying to wrap it up. I was already pretty wrapped up in it to begin with, but I got enough of it off me to get it on him. And I had it, but it got away. Now, I know this sounds like some far-fetched science fiction bullshit, but here's science fact. If a spirit can touch you, why can't you touch it? It's because of our lack of knowledge in our mind's eye that does not allow us to believe that we can touch something supernatural, which is why supernatural beings have always been able to be superior to us, because they don't know that we can touch them. They only know that they can touch us, and we as humans don't know that we can touch them too. I found that out when I grabbed that motherfucker. Now the problem is, it has never come back since. And I told it that day, I said, I'm going to prove that you exist. If you ever come after me or anybody else in my family and I happen to be around, I'm going to catch you. I haven't found out how, but I'm going to catch you. Haven't seen it? I sleep with the lights on. I sleep with the TV on. I'm waiting because my light was on when it got me and my TV was on when it got me. But I couldn't see shit. So I don't sleep with cover over my head anymore. I sleep basically defenseless, unless you're actually a living being, you know, waiting for this damn supernatural creature to come and get me. And I've been waiting since I was 16 years old. I'm 44 now, and it has not attacked me since I was 16. 15, turning 16, rather. I haven't heard anything about it from any family members. I haven't heard anything about it from any of my friends. And I'm still, to this day, hunting this Witch Ryder. So you can think I'm crazy. That's fine. Hollywood, if you're listening, you can write a story about this. Hell, I'll help you write the story about this because I don't know the origins of the Witch Ryder. But we can make something up. But I can tell you this. It's out there. It's never coming after me again because it knows I want it. And I don't want to kill it. I want to catch it. I want scientists to study it. I want scientists to rip this motherfucker apart. Not like destroy it, but find out how it gets out of the veil. How does it grab us in our sleep, and why does it do this? Does it get its jollies? Does it get its rocks off by choking the fuck out of people because we can't touch it back? Or here's a newsflash for you. You can touch it. It knows that I know that you can touch it. And so for all those people who don't believe in supernatural shit, I'm living proof that supernatural shit exists because I've touched the supernatural. So you can believe what the fuck you want. This is not me acting. This is me telling you the straight, honest fucking truth. Every myth and legend has some truth to it. You just gotta be willing to dig it out. I'm James from Genius Comfort Habit number 2. Thank you for letting me have 20 minutes of your life that you can't get back. Be seeing you.